So this is my video response to the Riders World tag. So I figured I would do it. So yeah, here it goes. Let me just get the questions out. Okay, so English or Western? I've personally always rode Western, or English, sorry. So I think definitely English. I've rode Western for fun, like trail rides and stuff. I've rode in Western tack, but I've never honestly done anything like pole bending or barrel racing like you see in rodeos and stuff. So second question, pony or horse? I've always ridden horses. I don't think I've ever really ridden a pony. That's my cat, sorry. I don't think I've ever really rode a pony just because I'm like 5'7", 5'8", so riding ponies is a bit awkward for me. I rode like little horses, small horses, but never ponies. What is the most expensive thing you bought from horseback riding beside the horse? Well, I don't own my own horse, so that doesn't really matter. But I think it was my saddle. I bought a saddle off my cousin. And I think I paid her like 300 or 200 or something around there. Or my tall boots or field boots, whatever you want to call them. I paid about 300 for those as well. So that was probably the most expensive thing I've bought. What was the least expensive thing you've bought? I'm not gonna count like brushes and stuff because they're already really inexpensive most of the time. So other than that, I think probably I got a bottle of like leather polish that was supposed to be about like $14 for about $3. It was really on sale. It was like a clearance item, so that was probably one of the most inexpensive things I bought. What age were you when you started riding? This is a tricky question for me because I didn't start lessons right away. I started riding when I was about 5, and I would ride for the entire summer in summer camps, but never lessons. And I think I was about 10 or 11 when I started lessons. 10, because I've been doing it for 5 years and I'm 15 right now. So yeah, so there was about 5 years where I just rode in the summer, and I would do like riding camps every week for the entire summer that they were offered. So that was my initial riding, but technically 5, I guess. So that was 5. How often do you ride? Since I don't have my own horse, I ride in lessons and stuff, but I ride like 1 or 2 times a week, which kind of sucks because I'd like to ride more, but it's really expensive and I don't want to like push my parents to pay even more. So it's still good. Like I still enjoy just riding 1 or 2 times a week, and I enjoy it. What do you call where you ride? I call it the barn. I think most people I know call it the barn. Like I know there's so many different names, like the stables, the farm, the ranch, but I don't know. I think it's just we all call it the barn. What is the most recent thing that you bought for horseback riding? The most recent thing I bought was stirrup leathers and stirrup irons because I got rid of the ones that came with the saddle I bought because they were older and they were stiff and I didn't like it. So I went out and bought some new stuff. I bought a pair of Connemara stirrup leathers and a pair of knife edge stirrup irons. So that was the most recent thing I bought, and it was like 75 bucks. Who do you look up to in riding? I'm gonna do professional and then like real, like my life. So professional, I think I've always kind of looked up to riders like Eric Lamaze, because he's such an amazing rider, and I know for like the longest time, probably like 6 years, I've always been watching his videos online of like him riding, and I don't know, I've always really looked up to him, And you know, it's the same thing when people ask me if there's like any horse in history that I would have wanted to ride, it would have been Hickstead, because Hickstead was an amazing horse. Just like even just watching him ride, just the power behind him, I would have loved to feel that. And then kind of like in my own life, I really look up to my trainer, because she's just, I don't know, she's kind of, I've been training with her for 4 years or so now, and you know, she knows like when to push me and when to just let me go, and I like that. So yeah, definitely my trainer. Lessons or no lessons? I do lessons. I really enjoy taking lessons because I get that perspective of the person standing on the ground who's watching me, who gets to kind of maybe see things that I wouldn't know is happening. Like if I'm making a mistake or something, maybe I wouldn't notice it. Maybe I wouldn't have noticed, but she does notice it, so I really like that. What treats do you give your horse? I give my horses, the horses I ride, I have the Equine Advantage apple snacks. I really like them. I originally bought them because I wanted a thing of treats that weren't necessarily expensive, that I could just bring to the barn and, you know, give to the horses if I had a good lesson with them or if they were really good. And those were the ones that I found. And so I bought them. They were like $7 for a kilogram. And the horses really liked them, so I bought them again. Also mints, because the horses love mints. So like Mentos or dinner mints, give to them. Yeah. Or if I have like an apple or a carrot or something laying around my house, I'll bring it and give it to them. What is one weird habit that you have horseback riding? It's not necessarily that I find weird, it's something that my friends find weird and that my trainer and coaches find weird. I never, even in like the coldest day of winter, if we're riding outside, will not wear gloves. Never, I can't do it. I've just because I've never worn gloves when I'm riding. Ever since I started, it just doesn't happen. So I never do, and everyone finds that weird. They're like, how can you not wear gloves? I'm like, I can't do it. So that's, I guess, one weird habit that I have that my friends say is really odd. I even like, because I live in Canada, so it gets pretty cold here. Even on like the coldest days, if we're riding outside, I won't wear them. I'll just suck it up. What is your ideal job with horses? I think my ideal job with horses has always kind of been to be like a trainer or a vet. Because I love the idea of being a trainer and like being able to work with the horses and work with people. And also to be like a therapeutic riding trainer for special needs kids and stuff who are gonna use, or whose parents want to use riding as a method of kind of helping them. I've always kind of wanted to do that. Or a vet, because I don't know, I love being around horses, so kind of being a vet would be a really cool job. Do you have or collect Breyer horses? No. I have like 3 that I don't know where I got them. I never just really got into the idea of having them because I never really played with dolls. So it was kind of like, what do I do with them? Like, do they just sit on my shelf, or do I play with them like a doll? Like a Barbie or something? But I never really got into that, so I don't really have any. Yeah, no, I don't collect them, and I have, I think, 3. That's about it. What is your favorite online tack shop? So I don't really use a lot of online tack shops because I have one that's like really close to my house. That's good for me. So I shop at one called Greenhawk. I don't know if they're in all. I think they might only be in Canada. I don't really know. I know there's one near me. So I use that, but online I don't think I buy that much. But I do for some more advanced, like high quality stuff. I'll use like Smart Pack Equine. I know my friend got her helmet off there. And I know she really likes it, so I might go there. Or Horse Lovers, which Spencer mentioned. Spencer actually also mentioned Smart Pack Equine, but Horse Lovers is a bit cheaper. They kind of have compared prices, so they have like the comparing at price and then their price. So I like that. That is a bit cheaper on things that may be a bit expensive somewhere else. So I like that. And those are probably my online tack shops, but I mostly just go to the tack shop because it's like a 5-minute drive from my house. So it works out pretty well. Yeah, so that's about it. So yeah. I don't know what else to say. And then I had a few other questions that I think I took from another tag, which was something that was made by Dare to Dream 1999. It was the Crossrails and lead changes tag. And one of their questions was, what is your favorite horse? And currently my favorite horse is a horse called Daisy at my barn. Daisy Dukes is her show name. I've been riding her a while. She's kind of a challenge, and I like that. Like, she's the challenge to kind of keep going, and I like that because it challenges me at the same time. So I like that. They had questions, what is your favorite riding season? For me personally, I like the summer, and I like early summer because I get to, see all the big competitions. I'm talking about, like, not for me, but to watch right now. Like all the Spruce Meadows competitions and stuff that begin, like, the Grand Prix and that kind of stuff that are early summer, that are, like, I think mid-June. So I really like those mid-June, beginning of June, end of May, I think. And then winter, because they have the big shows in like Florida and stuff down there when it's winter for me. What is your favorite riding apparel brand? Apparel brand? I really like Arion. I pronounce it wrong a lot. I really like their stuff. It's really good quality, and they have a lot of variety. And Ariat, again, I pronounce it wrong a lot. I don't know, I've always been into their clothes and stuff, so definitely those two. And Charles Owens or GPA helmets. I think I'd have to say Charles Owen, just for the reason that I've never really used GPA helmets, and I have worn a Charles Owen helmet before, and I find them really comfortable. And if you can compete at any show or event in the entire world, what would it be and why? It would be probably a tie between the Olympics, because it's the Olympics, come on, who doesn't want to participate in the Olympics, or the Grand Prix Classic at Spruce Meadows, because it's a Canadian, it's held in Canada, it's in Calgary, Alberta, and that would be really cool to compete in. I've, watched it before, and I watched it this year. Watched Kent take a second victory, and watched the 18-year-old Reed Kessler come in second, which was pretty cool. She's like 18. So I also look up to her, because she's 18 and she's been in the Olympics, and like, holy crap, who wouldn't want to be her? So that is my horse tag. Hope you guys liked it.